Okay, so the ever-awaited long review of the Anastasia Dip Brow, which, by the way, live by it. Absolutely amazeballs. I love this stuff. I have it on now. Yes, there is a tutorial that will be up. I believe there are 5 colors available at the moment and then 4 new ones coming out. So the ones that are out now, we have blonde, auburn, dark brown, chocolate, and ebony. If you're dark haired like me, yes, you can do ebony. It's not going to look horrific on you, but it does look pretty bold. If you want a more defined brow like what I have on, defined but not super dark, just the right amount, you will either like chocolate or dark brown. I will go through the colors shortly. So if you guys have watched a tutorial that I previously posted, I adore the Brow Wiz pencil. I love this guy. I use brunette. So if you're a brunette like me, well, I'm a black haired girl, but, well, I have black hair, but you know. I would say you can do dark brown, chocolate, or ebony. Any of the 3. It's really going to depend on what you want your brows to look like. Me personally, I like brows that lean a little bit more of a darker brown, more warm, if you will. So just the touch of red in it and also a little bit more warmth. Dark brown is going to be for you if you prefer more of the, not ashy, but you know, just a softer black, I guess you could say. So it's a little bit more cool toned. Those are going to be the 2 defining factors of the Anastasia Dip Brow colors when it comes to what to choose if you are a dark haired beauty. So that being said, ebony is really great if you want a really nice defined dark brow. Nothing wrong with that. Won't look like a chola on you. I've tried ebony on myself and I absolutely adore it. It just depends on, I guess, your mix of products. So what you see on me today, I'm actually using chocolate. Chocolate is very nice and warm, a warm brown if you will. I do not own dark brown. I don't believe I intend on buying it. I might, maybe, just for my kit purposes, but that's about it. I do set it with Girl Boy Brow Set from MAC just to soften it, just a scotch. Do I use it completely by itself? Yes, I do. It really just depends on how beat I want my brows to look. If I was doing a more full-blown eyeshadow look today, then yes, I would not set it with this at all, but it really just depends, honestly. If you guys haven't guessed by now, I'm very moody about my brows. So mine changed with literally my mood. Some days I feel like using my Benefit Brow Kit. Other days I like using just my pencil. Other days I like using pencil and shadow. You know. But lately, I would say for the past week or so, I have been religiously grabbing for this guy. So a week, 2 weeks is enough for me to tell you that I absolutely love it. So I'm sorry, it's time for the review because it's about time y'all know how amazing this product is going to be for you. A lot of you guys want to know all about brows, right? Okay, well, if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm doing a brow series. The first that you saw is more of my everyday kind of go-to sort of when I'm like really in a hurry and I don't have time. This is normally what I do when I want to throw on my lashes, wear a bolder lip, and look a little bit more put together. And that's when I grab my dip brow. I absolutely adore my Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. I use number 30, not 25. 25 is a little ashy for my taste. It looks good still, but it's not my favorite. So I prefer 30. It's a lot warmer, has a touch of red in it, and I prefer the way it looks on my brows personally. That being said, point of difference, okay, a lot of people, this was the main question. Is it better than Dip Down? Okay guys, so here's what it is. This is Dip Down from MAC that everybody dies for, okay? I love this stuff, don't get me wrong. I intend on doing a tutorial on the Dip Down Brow because everybody knows all about the Dip Down Brow, right? Okay, well, for those of you who aren't, basically it's a very nice defined brow. Some people do it as more of a gradient brow where it fades from light to dark. Others do it just very nice and defined, much like what you see on me now. It really just depends, but the Dip Down Brow is very special. It's very unique. Not everybody can do it, and I don't think it looks good on everybody. Most people love the way it looks because you see it on other people, but most of the time, let's be honest, when you're looking at these tutorials or when you're looking at a pictorial on Instagram or you're looking at a picture, you see it, I want my brows to look like that. But what you're not seeing is what it looks like from far away, okay? Most of the reason why things are up close in person is because, you know, you can see the details of everything. It's not a Monet or anything by any means. Like, it doesn't look, you know, super bad up close and really pretty from afar. It's not like a reverse Monet or anything like that. But it doesn't look good on everybody. So unless you know how to use this guy, you will never find success. I gotta be completely honest, the main issue that I have with Dip Down is it dries way too fast. So my only struggle when I'm doing dip down is I have to do it in pieces. I can't just literally flip through my brow, do my brow, and call it a day. It ain't gonna happen that way. No, no. That being said, a very special brush is required when using dip down. Preferably something like a MAC 263. Do I have one of those laying around? Yeah, something a lot like this guy, where it's very nice and deeply angled. So a 263, a 266, some people even like a MAC 208 because it's nice and thin. Anything along those lines will be essentially nice. So something that you would generally use for your eyeliner is probably what you're going to want to use for dip down. And I do recommend working in pieces. So that's the main issue with this guy. Because of that, that's what makes this so amazing. The Dipbrow Pomade is extremely smooth. It's ridiculous. Pomade is the best way to describe it. You can say it's a gel-like formula, if you will. You know how pomade is kind of like a gel, but it's slightly stickier, so it has a little bit more tact to it. It's like that. It is a very gel-like cousin, I guess you could say. Pomade is a cousin of gel. The best part about pomade is it holds better, number one. When it comes to hair products, of course. Pomade holds better, number one. Most of the time it helps mold the hair. And it also leaves a nicer finish. So the difference, of course, in formula between a gel, the fluid line, and a pomade is texture. Now, if you're a texture whore like me, I'm really, really picky with my makeup products. If I cannot work with it, I am going to throw it out the window and call it a day. I definitely do believe in finding the best way to work with products, because if you love it enough, you will go that extra mile to figure out how to make the damn thing work, right? But not all of us have that kind of time. So for those of you who want to achieve the ever so famous dip down brow, Dipbrow Pomade, right up your alley. Not to mention, there's more color choices. Now, I have tried the gel fluid line for brows, specifically for brows. There's a brow fluid line from MAC as well. It was a limited edition product. It only came in about, I want to say 3 or 4 colors. Was it amazing? Yeah, I kind of liked it. But same problem with the fluid line, where it wasn't as creamy as I would have liked it to be. It's a pain in the ass to blend. And it's not as easy for someone who is learning how to do her brows. So if you are someone who's like, I can't work with this product, it's driving me insane, it's too dry, it always gets clumpy, it's patchy, what am I doing wrong, right? Those are the main things that I always get when my clients ask me, what the hell am I doing wrong with this damn product? It's the same concerns people get with the Aqua Brow, okay? Because they dry fast. They're extremely waterproof. This is also waterproof, but the texture is heavenly, I have to tell you. So this is chocolate. As you can tell, it's very, very warm. I wish I could swatch dark brown for you, because I was going to buy it, but I was like, you know what? I'm really not going to like it like that, and this is way too much product for me to go through. I'm never going to finish it in time. Now, of course, my defining factor is, do these dry out? I'm going to say no, because pomade, if I know anything about pomade and hair products, they don't dry out like that. And gel only dries out when it's left open, and more than likely it's going to take forever for it to dry out. So if you guys have had fluid lines forever, they're not going to dry out. Paint pots, however, dry out. Things like that. Paint pots, smudge fraught from Stila. Wow. The Stila smudge pot kind of gets a little weird. Even Benefit Creases cream shadows get a little weird. So some products dry a little bit quicker than others. Pomade, I am 95 to 99.9% sure this is not going to dry out on you in 6 months or less. It does say it has a 6-month lifespan, so I think you'll have about 6 months to a year, because there's no way in hell you're going to finish all of this by then. That being said, I don't use a lot of it at all. Like, I have dug and dug and dug in this thing, and I'm literally just still scraping the surface. Before we even put it out on the floor, I was already testing it out if I loved it before I got a chance to purchase it. So I would say total I've been using it for maybe about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, like 2 weeks and a day or so. But for me, that's enough to say, oh my god, I love this, I can't wait till it gets out. So I couldn't wait to buy this thing. I was like, I want it, I want it, I want it. It completely lives up the hype that everybody has been waiting for. Anyone who doesn't love this doesn't know how to work with it, or can't find the perfect color. Because I'm gonna admit, it's kind of a pain in the ass to find the right color. If you're a redhead, you're gonna see auburn and be like, that is way too light and not enough red. So what you're gonna wanna do is use auburn, the dip brow, with the auburn brow gel that she carries, because the brow gel is much more red and much more warm, and it will definitely warm up your brows. So, that being said, for those of you who can't decide what color, that's gonna be the pain. Now, lasting quality. amazing. Legit slept in this thing, sweat in this thing, swam in this thing, took a shower in this thing, accidentally rubbed my face on my pillow when I was taking a nap kind of thing. Nothing. Like, no joke, will stay this perfect all day. The Dip Down does the same. Aqua Brow does the same. But I love this stuff. Like, legit does not move. I know this may be a little bit of TMI, but you know, when you're cuddling with your man, you know, sometimes he rubs on your face. Girls are a little funny like that, you know what I'm saying? You rub up against your man, you're like, oh my god, babe, my makeup! You know, you go and get a little cuddly with your man, you go and want somebody else. I wasn't even worried. Like, I wasn't even worried. You know, he gave me a hug, it rubbed up on his face, I didn't even care. And it was still fine. So I think it just depends on, you know, how you live your life. But for me, I ain't got no time for no touch-ups. So I don't have time to touch up my makeup, especially my brows. That's the last thing I'm going to touch up. I want something that's going to last all day. I have to be completely honest, even when I use my browsings, yes, it lasts all day, but the natural oil in my skin kind of seeps through them. And I would say by like the 8th to 10th hour, I'm looking a little greasy by my brows. And I hate that, personally. Now when I use the Dip Down or my Aqua Brow from Makeup Forever, both of those last just as well as this pomade. So if for those of you who are wondering, is this as waterproof as they really say it is? Hell yeah. Definitely lives up to the hype and barely even smudges. Like, no joke, I could probably do this to my brow right now. I'm not going to. I know I love y'all, but I'm not going to. But I could totally do that and it would be just fine. And I personally absolutely love that. Like, I was like, yeah. And then for those of you who are going on vacay or something, like to Vegas, because everybody I know is going to Vegas like in April, or are in Vegas like now. Or if you're going to Vegas for EDC, you're going to definitely want something like this. The beauty of this, in my opinion, the defining factor to why I love this so much more than some of my other brow products, is that it's actually very easy to use. So if you have tried the Dip Down Brow and you have tried the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow and you're like, oh my god, I just can't do it. I don't know how these girls have the patience for this. Well, let's be honest. We love our brows. So for me, I would spend more on my brows than the rest of my face. The rest of my face can be done in like 5 minutes, no joke. But my brows, I will sit there until they're perfect. I don't even care. Now, for those of you who want a perfect brow but don't want to spend forever on it, bingo! This stuff blends like a dream. So if you want to feather it into your brow really quick just to give you a little bit of color, or if you want to take a brush to it real fast and then set it with some brow gel, you will have good looking brows in no time. I put this on a client the other day. She had prom. I was like, damn, prom's hella early, but she had prom. She had a pretty good amount of hair left, but just no definition. I literally, all I did was feather it through her hair to fill in all the gaps, and her brows look perfectly natural. So the beauty about this guy is you can make it look natural, or you can make it look really dramatic, and I love that. The Dip Down Brow, I'm sorry, it will never look natural. No matter what you do, because the formula is a little bit more tacky. The Aqua Brow, yes, you can make look natural. Just use the right brush, you can make it happen. Dip Down, sorry, can't happen. Even in my experience, it just doesn't, like, this isn't a natural brow, let's be honest, okay? You know? A super defined brow is just not natural. So for those of you who want a natural brow but still want that definition and still want something very effortless to use, oh yeah, this is gonna be the moneymaker for you, boo-boo. Of the 4 colors that you can choose, because a lot of people are like, oh my god, I don't know which color, that one looks too dark. Literally what you see in the pan is exactly what you get. Like, I'm not joking. This is going to be exactly what you get. So you can't just look at it and be like, I don't know if that's gonna look right, because you're just not sure. I promise you, like, it's exactly how it looks in the pot, okay? Now, if you're blonde, obviously blonde is going to be essentially what you're looking for. But it depends what kind of blonde you are. So if you are blonde and you have golden highlights, you're going to want to do blonde and some kind of blondish brow gel on top just to bring the golden back. Because the blonde, although it's blonde, does lean a little taupe. It's not gray, but it does lean a little taupey. Auburn is a very soft, it's a very soft orangey red brown. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. When you put it on, it looks very nice and soft. Putting it on red brows or blonde brows, absolutely amazing. Putting it on brown hair brows, so say you're brunette and you dye your hair a little red, Auburn might actually be the one for you. So basically the way it's going to go is you're going to basically kind of mix and match these things, because the beauty of the pomade is it literally goes with your brow hair, or it's going to go straight on skin, whatever you want. Literally, it's both. Like for me, there's a little gap that I have in the front and you can really kind of barely see it. It fades very nicely right in the front, you know what I mean? So For me, I've never experienced any weirdness when it does go on skin. So if you are in the middle of trying to grow your brows out as well, and you're like, damn it, I have a gap, I need to fill this in, and pencil's not doing it for you, this will do it for you. So you just have to know where to put it. For me, the best way is to define underneath, fluff it up a little bit. You'll see it in the tutorial how I do it. Is this worth the $18? Yes, yes, and yes. A dip down fluid line is about 3 grams of product, I believe, and it's about, I think eyeliners are almost $18 now, like I would say anywhere from $16.50 to $18, and you're only getting 3 grams of product. In this product, you're getting 4 grams of product for $18. I'm amazed, personally. Anastasia has truly come up on a lot of her cosmetics, but she is definitely known for her brows. There is not one brow product in her line that is unspeakably like, ew, I hate that. Never. Not ever. There's not one brow product in her line that is a piece of shit. Like, you would look at her line and be like, I love this stuff. The beauty of her line is that you will always find what you're looking for. So whether you're doing a thinner pencil like this one, or the kind of pencil that you sharpen, or you're just interested in a tinted brow gel, or you just want a brow powder, like, her products are all about customizing the perfect brow for you. You just so happen to pick the wrong color and you're very unhappy with it and you find that you just can't return it, or you just don't know what color, try it on. Please, please just try it on. Don't just buy a color blindly. I highly recommend that you try it on and you pick an artist that can do it for you, okay? Don't sit here and be like, oh my god, I want to try this color because so-and-so tried it. No. It's all about what is the perfect brow for you. I could always make my recommendations as an artist, you know what I'm saying? So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. But keep in mind, trying it on makes a world of a difference. For me, I am very tan. I am also dark-haired. Black, if you will, like the blackest you can go. It's very natural. I've never dyed my hair. And my brow hairs, as you have seen in the tutorials, are black. They're a soft black. So a dark brown, leaning a little warm, works perfect for me. Ebony worked just fine as well. I did need to soften it a little bit, but it worked just fine. It's not going to look that harsh unless you're literally putting it on that way. So it's more in the trick in how you apply it, in my personal opinion. If I were to recommend any kind of brush to use it with, I would definitely recommend something much like the 266 or the brow brush that it comes with, because it has a spoolie on the end, so you can buy her brush with it. It's synthetic, very easy to clean. That's another thing I love. Oh, I gotta put that out there. I hate using my Aqua Brow and my dip down and it gets hella stuck in my brush and gets all dry and sticky. It's so annoying and it's really hard to clean out. This stuff though cleans out like a dream. Literally, I can spot clean it, wipe it off, do my next brow, clean it, wipe it off, and be ready for the next day. Very easy to clean out of your brush. I just thought I'd mention that because me personally, I hate that. I hate that, I hate that, I hate that. I feel like the brush choice is totally up to you. You're the one that's going to be using it and you can decide whether you like it. Do I recommend a synthetic one? Yes, but you can use a natural haired one. I've used it with my 266 before and it works just fine. It just gives a different finish, if you will. So that being said, it's truly up to you how you want to use this product. You can manipulate it, you can change it, you can customize it. That's the beauty of it. I'm not sure what else I can really say about this product because obviously I love it. Packaging wise, I love that it comes in a pot. It comes in a very seal tight lid. I love that literally you can just close it. It's that simple. There's no other way you could package this product that could be any better than what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and I hope it was helpful. I hope it made you want to buy it because really that's what I'm trying to tell you, is to go out and buy it, because that's really what I'm sitting here telling you, is that you need this in your life. Like you do. Like you really do. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye!